So, I just want to say hello and welcome you all into this sacred space that we co create together by joining our hearts together and consciously choosing to come together in this way. It's wonderful to be here with you all and to be able to share in this space with you all. I do realize that I absolutely forgot to put a live link in the newsletter. So I'm sure more of you will be finding this after the actual live and joining on replay than joining live. But to anyone who does manage to find us, whether live or on replay, you are so very welcome here. It's an honor to share this space and also share in the creation of the co-creation of the new earth with you, with all the beautiful beings who have stepped forth to be here at this time and to bring our hearts together in this co-creation. And so what the beings of Absolute Light want to bring forth today is both messages and ascension codes just to support us on our path. As I haven't actually shared this out, as I said, I forgot to put the live link. So I am just going to take a moment at the start here to share it on my Facebook pages. And then I will be fully present with you again. That is, if I can actually find a link to share it, which here we go. Okay. And while I am not being so fully present, Toma is coming to be fully present with you also. It's a nice surprise for everyone, I hope. Maybe not a surprise. He comes and joins us quite often. You're going to show your face as I just do this. So just excuse me a moment as I just take care of this small technicality. Okay, and now that is done, I'm able to bring my full presence to the call again. So let us begin by just going into a space of meditation and seeing what it is that the beings of Absolute Light want to bring forth for us today. So I'm just inviting you all to just close your eyes. And to really just start to focus on the breath. Just letting yourself be carried on the breath as it flows through you. And just feeling the ease and the grace of that. We are not trying to walk or swim against the current in any way, not trying to change the pattern of the breath in any way, just letting it be what feels good, what feels comfortable, And just letting that flow of air take over and naturally flow through you as you inhale and exhale. Surrendering into deep relaxation. Surrendering into the knowing that everything is taken care of. And surrendering into knowing and especially into knowing that all is well. And so the first thing that I wish us as a community here now to do is to just invite ourselves, invite yourself to surrender just that little bit more to the divine plan for Earth, for Gaia, for the ascended new Earth to be brought into physical realization in these realms. And to surrender a little bit more, to open your heart a little bit more to your role, your part to play in that. Letting it be easy. Without trying to control it or determine for yourself what that should look like or what that should be. Surrendering into the ease of the knowing that the divine is holding us all at this time, and that the divine plan is unfolding in these realms at this time, and that all we need to be willing or able to do is to step forward and say yes with an open and a willing heart when we are asked to do our part. Without needing to know what that looks like in advance, or even needing to know the next step as we walk through the process of it, just letting the divine plan be unfolded through us as we let the breath lightly flow through us, knowing that the divine has a vision of the wider picture and what that looks like. And so from that higher, wider perspective is so much more able to see than we are. The specific part of the, I don't want to say puzzle, but it's like a puzzle in the sense that all the parts come together, that we are all each to play. And also the exact timing in which that should unfold, the other parts, the other pieces, the other players that we should be brought into contact with, just for our own highest good and also for the highest good of those around us and those that we are to be brought into contact with, and for therefore the highest good of the whole. And just knowing that we don't need to know what this looks like or how or even when or where it's going to unfold. And just surrendering to the process. Surrendering to being in the receiving of clear guidance. Surrendering our ego voice or ego stories that would try to protest, to tell us why we can't do that, we're not good enough to do that, we don't have enough facilities or resources to do that, or perhaps that we can't do that right now. All kinds of ways that the ego, who wishes to just stay in the same familiar, known, therefore supposedly safe place, all kinds of way the ego voice interjects. And if we listen to that smaller voice, rather than to the divine voice within, the voice of our highest guidance within, which is often a quiet voice, but is not a small voice. It is a voice that is composed of the love that encompasses the whole world. And letting ourselves actively choose to listen to that voice, put that voice first, and to respond to in a timely fashion the guidance that that voice directs into our life. Surrendering our fears, our insecurities, our worries that we might not be good enough, any other ego messages or voices that come forth to step in between us and our guidance. Just letting ourselves now be in the I am presence. in the connection to your higher self. In connection to that higher self guidance. And as we sit in this place, I invite you to ask for one piece of guidance for yourself. As I will receive one piece of guidance for this collective, this beautiful group of light workers, way showers, star seeds, present with this channel and the messages and light codes that the beings of absolute light have for us at this time. And they say they are now upgrading our physical, mental, and emotional vessels into a higher dimensional experience. So that ongoing we may discover and then discover again and then discover, uncover again more and more of that divine love that we are at our core. That is the essence of who we are. And so they're bringing the message for this gathered group of souls, soul family, in the form of an image. So some of you may also receive your messages that way. They are showing me lots of greenery with a deer head with really huge antlers on it. And they are comparing like the thickness and the like very hard, tough nature of the antlers to the thickness and the way that they are really taking a root, the roots of new earth being born at this time in these realms. And this deer is like face on, like this. And the guidance there is that is how we need to be at this time. We need to be very strong in our own presence, our own energy, just as this deer is. Usually I think of deers as very gentle, almost timid, very beautiful and graceful, intuitive animals, but not such a I'm here kind of presence, which is what this deer is. It's almost like a magnified to the extent that it's almost cartoon-like. And they are saying that is how we need to be. Just very strong and solid in our soul presence, in our connection to that. Asking us to let that be our main focus at this time. and also asking us when necessary to seek out a community, like-minded, like-hearted, like-souled community that can truly support us as we walk the path together, walking, as Ramdas said, each other home. Home is here now, they say. And this is the home that we came here to create. Then the energy of the moon, bringing through a very pure energy of clearing on our behalf, she says. And then the dragons also bringing in some sacred blue fire just to clear through our fields now. And the galactics also bringing in some energy. And also raising an amplification of the Christed consciousness within our cellular structure, they're saying. And that is what they wish to share with us today. So I truly hope that this has been of service to you, that it has reached you in exactly the time that you need it, and that the energy and the activations that have been shared will continue to bless you as we walk forward into more and more of the energy of the new earth being really crystallized in these realms. So with great gratitude and love in my heart for you, thank you so very much. Kirsten, I see you have joined us live. Thank you for taking the extra work that I'm sure it took to actually find it. So thank you so much. And thank you to all of you also joining on replay. It's always a gift to be here in this sacred space with you. and serving in this way. It's Julia Gray from Transmissions of Light, and I look forward to connecting with you again next week. Thank you so much. Much love.